Hey guys, 22 Plinkster here. Finally, a review on the long anticipated Ruger Precision Rimfire. Man, this rifle will shoot. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, you can, I'm just joking. I didn't fool you guys for 1 second in the beginning of that video, did I? I didn't think so. But in front of me, I have the Ruger Precision Rimfire. Ruger, I guess, announced this around Christmas time of 2017, okay? Around the latter part of December. And it is now, I guess, latter part of January of 2018, the time I'm making this video. So the information has been out on it for probably about a month. But, however, I knew about this rifle a little bit before you guys did. I took a trip up to Ruger back in the beginning of December. When I shot the final production back in early December of 2017, I fell in love with it. And I couldn't wait to tell you guys about it, but I couldn't until they officially released it. But I have put several hours behind this rifle at this point, and I really think that Ruger's going to hit a home run in the rimfire market with it. This is not your traditional looking rimfire precision rifle by no means. Ruger thought outside of the box and also stayed inside of the box a little bit with this concept. If you're familiar with their centerfire precision series, you know, the ones chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor and 308, those rifles were extremely successful for Ruger. So Ruger decided to make a rimfire version of their precision series. Let's talk about this stock first and foremost. That's the first thing that kind of pops out at you. Now this stock is a molded stock. It is very sturdy. It is not flexible or flimsy by no means, but they installed the cheek rest just like on the original centerfire precision rifles. Right here, that is fully adjustable. You can adjust this cheek piece forward, backward, up and down. You can also adjust the butt pad, the rubber butt pad on the back here, up and down. And you can also adjust the length of pull, back and forward, all by this single cam. So if you flip this cam up, you can adjust everything to very small increments, so you can get this rifle set up perfect for you. One day it's 65, the next day it's 25. So one day you may be shooting a heavier jacket and you need a shorter length of pull. One day you'll be in a t-shirt, you need a longer length of pull. But you can do all the adjustments that you could possibly think of right here in this stock. Let's talk about the safety for a second. The safety is just like you would find on any Msrp or an AR-15 platform. You flip the safety up, you're on safe. You flip it down, you're ready to fire. You can interchange the safeties both from the left or on the right-hand side. If you have dozens of Ruger 1022 magazines lying around the house like I do, this rifle is compatible with all Ruger 1022 magazines, whether it be the 10 rounders, the 15, the 25 rounders, will work in this rifle. Let's talk about the grip. The grip is just like any Msrp or AR-15 grip. You can change this grip out. It is compatible with other AR-15 style grips. So if you want to go with a different grip, like a target grip or anything like that, you can change it out. The rifle does sport a 15-inch aluminum forearm. This allows the barrel to be free floated. That's where you're going to achieve a lot of your accuracy, but it does sport some Magpul M-lock slots on the left, right, and top and bottom, so you can mount pretty much anything you want to on this setup. Let's talk about the barrel for a second. The barrel is 18 inches long. It is threaded 1/2x28. That'll allow you to put a suppressor on it, and it is a heavy style barrel. Now, later on, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm pretty sure that other companies will come out with different barrels for this setup, but it's a pretty easy swap. You just need some torque wrenches, and also you're going to need a headspace gauge. But I look forward to other companies coming out with different barrels for this setup. Even though this barrel is fine, and when I'm fixing to show you, it will shoot lights out, but if people want a carbon fiber or a fluted barrel, it will be available where they can change this barrel out and put on any aftermarket barrel they want. Ruger engineers really thought the design process down to the most minute detail when it came to this rifle. For instance, let's take a look at the bolt. The bolt has a large handle on it. This handle is just like the one that is on their centerfire rifle series. Also on the bolt, there is a spring clip. Now you can take that spring clip off and leave it off And by doing so, it will change the throw of this bolt from 1.5 inches up to 3 inches. So if you want to keep a short throw, you can leave that spring clip on there. If you want to change the throw from 1.5 to 3 inches, you just take that spring clip off. The Ruger centerfire rifles have a 3-inch bolt throw. So if you purchase this rifle to train with, you can have the exact same bolt throw as your centerfire rifle. I've been talking about this rifle long enough. Tired of talking, let's do some shooting. It's my favorite part of the video anyways. I've got a target down there at 50 yards and I have a little bitty red dot drawn on that target. That dot is about the size of a baby aspirin. And I'm loaded up here some CCI standard velocity. This is a 40 grain lead projectile traveling at 1,070 feet per second. And this ammunition is considered target ammo, okay? It is not match or competition ammunition by no means, but usually it's a pretty consistent, accurate ammunition. Nothing like match though, but we're just going to see what it does with just standard ammunition. Let's go with the 5-shot group here. Not bad so far. Looks about like maybe a 1/2-inch group so far. It opened up a little bit more then. As soon as that wind gust came. It's kind of windy out here today. All right. Probably have about a 3/4 inch group at 50 yards. Let me reset this camera down here and let's try it with some CCI green tag. Now that is some competition 22 ammunition and it usually shoots extremely well out of guns such as this. All right, now that we've tested out the CCI standard, let's go with some green tag here. CCI green tag is the most accurate rimfire ammunition that CCI makes, in my opinion. I've shot a bunch of it. It shot pretty well out of this rifle earlier off camera, but we'll see what it will do on camera. All right, target down there at 50 yards. All right, I had 4 touching and I had 1 go about probably about a 1/4 inch high from the other group. Still, that's probably it's probably about a 3, probably about in between a 1/4 and a 1/2 inch group. I had a 1/4 inch group going on without a problem to begin with, but that last shot it opened up to probably about a 1/2 inch. All right, let's try one other kind of ammunition out here. Let's try some Federal Gold Medal Ultra Match. Let me reset the target. Let's do some more shooting. All right, let's load up 5 rounds of this Federal Gold Medal Ultra Match. Now, I have not shot any of this ammunition through this rifle. I assume it's going to shoot pretty well. But yeah, I know you're supposed to acclimate the barrel for about 20 shots. But we're going to see what it does without acclimating the barrel. Just went from the CCI green tag to the Federal Gold Medal Ultra Match. All right, 5-shot group. That's why I love this ammo. That is a really, really good group. All right, let me go over some more of the features on this rifle. All right, I retrieved my target downrange. All right, this group right here was with the CCI green tag, which did pretty well. Probably about I would probably say a 1/2 inch group, maybe a tad bit more. But right here, we're looking at a 1/4 inch group. It would have been smaller than a 1/4 inch group if I would not have pulled that last shot off. May have been a gust of wind. More than likely, it was me. All right, I've spoken about the bolt, the stock, and also the forearm, the barrel, and I guess we talked about the safety. We need to talk about the trigger. The trigger is one of Ruger's precision triggers. And let me tell you something, it is butter. It is smooth as silk, and it is very, very, very good to be in a rifle that has this price point. We'll get to that here in a minute. It can be adjusted from 2 1/4 pounds up to 5 pounds. So if you prefer a heavier trigger for 5 pounds, you can adjust it. If you want a light trigger, that's what I prefer in my target setups, you can decrease it down to 2 1/4. The cool thing about that is the adjustment Allen wrench is right inside of the stock. They have a little compartment right here inside the stock that you can pop off. There's an Allen wrench right inside of it, and you can increase or decrease the weight of the trigger. And when you're done, you can put it right back in the stock here, put this cap back on it, and you're good to go. Another cool little feature on this rifle is right here. There's a pick rail that they have molded right in the bottom of the stock here. So if you want to get a monopod and put on the bottom of your rifle, they put that little pick rail that allow you to do that. The Ruger engineers even thought of the long-range rimfire shooters when designing this rifle. The rails have a built-in 30 MOA into them. What this will allow you to do if you're shooting out at 250 yards with this rifle, you don't have to dope your scope all the way down. On most setups with rails that don't have any MOA built into them, you must dope your scope all the way down and then use Kentucky windage to hold over on the target. But with a 30 MOA rail worth of adjustments already built into it, it makes it a lot easier to shoot at longer ranges. As you've been watching this video, you've probably thought one thing to yourself, you know what, that rifle needs more scope. Yeah, it's a lot of scope on this rifle. This is a Leopold VX3i, and this is a 6.5 by 20, and it does have a 30 millimeter tube and a 50 millimeter objective. It does have a sunshade on it because the sun is right here, I am facing it. But I like to have a lot of magnification when I'm trying to shoot little bitty groups. If you looked at any of my videos down through the years, anytime I'm reviewing a precision rifle or a match rifle, I like to have a lot of glass on that rifle. This scope has a very fine duplex reticle, and it makes it very, very easy for me to shoot small groups or pinpoint my shots at longer ranges. My final thoughts on the Ruger Precision Rimfire. Now, there has been a lot of talk, a ton of talk on the internet about this setup. I think Ruger did a great job. You're probably wondering what the MSRP on this particular rifle would be. The MSRP is $529 according to Ruger's website. However, I have found on some online stores that you can pick this rifle up for $399. So real world price, you're probably going to be looking to spend between $400 and $450. Now, can it be improved on? Just like any firearm, pistol, rifle, handgun, it doesn't matter. Yes, there can be improvements. But I think one cool improvement that a company could do, such as Verkortsen, could make an aftermarket match barrel. The barrel that comes on here is good. As you can see, it shot 1/4 inch groups at 50 yards. Now, if they came out with a match barrel, that would be nice. The barrel inside it here is considered a target barrel, not a match barrel. But if someone built a match barrel for it, that would be amazing. Now, one thing that you need to keep in mind that I have noticed about this rifle is you have to get aggressive with the bolt. After you shoot, you need to pull the bolt back with a little bit of speed, not like exaggerated or anything like that, but with the regular speed to eject that empty casing. If you open the bolt up and go real slow back, sometimes that casing can hang up in the chamber. So just keep in mind, if you do want to purchase this rifle or you do get it, open the bolt back, just come back with it and go back home with it. You won't have any problems, but it is finicky if you open it up real slow and ease it back. You do need to get aggressive with the bolt. But for the most part, I think Ruger hit a home run. It's lived up to its hype. Like I said, I'll be looking forward to somebody making a match barrel for this, but I would actually keep the stock and the trigger and everything exactly the way it is. If you have any questions, things that I may have missed in this video and you want to ask them to me, put them in the comments below, or go over to my Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter page and ask them there. Until next time, y'all be safe and keep leaking.